Hello everyone, Kevin Carpenter here. Just want to give a quick shout out to our latest patron, Amon. Thank you so much for your support, Amon. If you'd like to support Odd Loot and Rolling in the Mist, go to patreon.com/oddloot for early access to all of our episodes, as well as exclusive access to our Session 0 for Season 2 of Rolling in the Mist. And now, on with the show.
Rolling in the Mist is a series with fantasy violence, mentions of gore, and worst of all, cussing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome everyone to another exciting session of Rolling in the Mist. We're starting a whole new story arc, a whole new heist. Bravo, am I boring you?
Yeah, I mean, you're all like, welcome to exciting, and we're just like,
Wow.
Okay, alright, well then you hype it up. Start the introductions, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rolling in the Mist. I am Bravo playing Logan.
I'm Bex playing Corey Vidalis.
Pablo Mia playing Marty Blanc.
And I'm Jason playing Leland.
That's right.
Beautiful
And
introductions.
our wonderful MC is...
Kevin Carpenter. Follow my social media on here.
And that's how it's done.
Okay.
So,
Continue.
thank you, Bravo, thank
I
you.
literally think you're pointing off screen. I don't think you can see this.
No, I'm thinking we're going to put like our little...
Link in the
like,
description.
I'll put a little post-production little thing on there. You know, you can follow. I'll put those for you guys too if you got some social media.
Sparkles.
Because if Critical Role can do it, so can we. Please donate
Follow
to
my
us.
tag here and here and here
It's just a big middle
and
finger.
here in my mouth. I don't put it in all these places.
I
We're
am.
just gonna put the eggplant emoji in his mouth.
I'm gonna cut you scene. It's just gonna be on his shot, and it's just you and you off screen.
I'm gonna test your post skills because I one in my mouth. And now it's gonna fly.
Pablo's creature.
So,
Okay.
in our last session, our criminals, our heistmen, our robbers, our
Criminals is
larcenists,
a little hard.
I prefer anti-hero.
We're
Anti-heroes.
part of the
We're
crime
problems
family.
to society.
problems to society. I like our in and outs. That's right. You guys have a name.
We're the enemies.
When
Yeah.
you're in with us,
And
yeah,
that's
with
what a
everybody
criminal
else.
is all about.
Yeah. Our in and outs went on their first heist as a full group, or at least in front of these cameras here. Went onto a construction site and used some unorthodox crime measures to make their way onto the construction site, but by God did they do it as they made their way to the top of the construction building, got into a heated argument / fist fight with a character known as Donald Masterson, a construction worker with a sledgehammer that was powered by something very powerful.
In
And-
other words, we broke in and improvised.
yeah, broken and improvised. And Logan, you actually found that the hammer was being powered by runes, very similar to your own. But due to some quick thinking and some incredible usage of powers, Marty managed to fly down, grab the hammer. Logan managed to grab Masterson and save his life by using his bag, and everyone got out scot-free. I mean, the building collapsed and it was all over the news, but you guys got out scot-free, and that's
it
what
was
matters.
a shady building to begin with. It wasn't like intentionally built to break.
Yeah, this was
We
insurance
just
fraud.
upped the ante. You know?
Yeah, you just kind of move the timeline up. Anyway,
So in other words, we were heroes, so people would not have spent too much money on that building.
There
Thus-
were definitely casualties. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, out of
yeah.
sight, out of mind.
children may have been orphaned on this day.
What are they
you
doing
know.
on? What is this? The 1920s where
Not
children
my
were,
circus,
I was
not
not the
my
1920s.
monkeys.
Like
Have
what
one
was
parent who works
like
the
child
construction
labor
yard,
back in
possibly.
England?
no,
Well,
sorry,
just-
sorry. Hang on, I just realized what's happening. You said children were orphaned, and your thought was a construction worker died. That was the parents' child.
soldier.
Bravo's
I
thought it
immediate
was like-
thought was, are children working there?
I don't know.
I don't know how that would have
you
worked
caught it
then.
right.
They're
You caught
dead.
it right.
Doesn't matter if
You
they're
said
orphaned or
child
not.
were
Orphaned for
orphaned, and my
life.
thought we were
I
like,
saw this.
fuck with
I saw
children
this
working
argument
there.
from the outside, and I'm like, oh god,
No.
this is never gonna end if this isn't cleared up.
Kevin got it.
I
Anyway,
was on the fault
you
on
got
that
it.
one.
But yeah, and then you guys went
Couldn't have
back.
been more interesting.
You guys went back to your regular lives. doing some soul searching, doing some fixing up of certain tags, punching a punching bag through your wall, and
Fixing that hole.
and Marty having a secret meeting with a mysterious figure who, after you gave him some information, he gave you quite a bit of money and also took your memories of the scene.
Fucking narc.
So, with that, a week or so has passed. Time doesn't mean much to criminals unless it's how much time left until the alarm sounds. But some time has passed after your last heist. And just to kind of bring it all home, Marty, give me a voiceover monologue over how Marty's just kind of been feeling since the last heist.
I tell you, I gotta take some kind of better meds for these headaches. They're growing more and more painful every day. It's kind I've kind of left the John Mulaney and gone more Rod Serling. More Rod Sterling.
Oh yeah,
Sterling,
the
right?
Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
The voice in Marty's head is Rod Sterling. The voice out of his mouth is John Mulaney.
There is a spectrum between John Mulaney and Rod Sterling. They are the same voice. There's just some slider.
Something happens between the neurons when it activates in the brain and goes
from
to his tongue.
controversial to like
just
just
John
satisfied
Mulaney.
with your life.
John Mulaney. I'll go back to the regular voice. I gotta take something for these headaches. They're growing more painful by the hour. Last night I must have had too much to drink. I got these cards, but normally I hope it's a lady's number. Normally when I wake up with a number on a card, that's what it means. So maybe last night wasn't so bad, but the day before last night was rough. Oh man, how long am I gonna have to carry this band of misfits? Literally carried them through the air. It's kind of badass. Anyway, all right. I need to unwind. Hopefully, I won't have to do these kind of jobs too long. Not for my. Yeah.
In real life, you cough real quick. Like,
No, because it's in a train of monologue. It's just a headache, like.
There goes those headaches. Messing up my train of thought. Ugh, brain coughs. Anyway, time to unwind and do something with Pop. The whole reason that I do these misguided misadventures of miscreant mischief.
Yes.
Message.
love that. Fantastic voiceover monologue. So as you guys go about your days, I just want to pass around some real quick. The talk over imaginary money and like the passing around the card got me thinking. I think we should make the loot feel more real. So I've got these little casino chips here to represent your guys' loot tokens. Feel free to keep them around. You guys can, remember, you guys can spend your loot. You guys can keep it around. It's pretty much just a big old juice tag. Marty has loot too.
Marty's the only one.
So Marty, you've got two chips.
He's got
The
traits and money.
monologue. The monologue ends with, I hope this is like I said, I hope this is a woman's number. Where'd all this sweet cash come from?
I like to imagine Marty was like, oh, that heist was like a lot better than I thought it would be.
Now you're down to one chip.
I cannot do that.
Well, actually, speaking of the loot chips, I'm actually going to start off this session real quick with,
Giving it back to you.
This mic keeps falling.
Oh,
Sorry.
then tighten that little, the long, that one. Yeah. Ow. What?
Because I'm making a lot of noise.
Sorry, Chris.
Probably
Toughen
sounds.
up, Chris. What the fuck? Pussy ears.
Give it a moment.
Jesus. All right. Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
No problem. So yeah, after giving away the loot, I do have to start off the session with a bit of a reality check. First off,
Smack.
Marty,
Me again. I'm a star.
I'm activating one of your weakness tags, financial strain. A new medical bill came in for your father. It's a little bit more expensive than it normally is. If you want, you can use one of your loots to take care of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Healthcare, the great equalizer.
But you could also mark attention.
Financially.
Well, no. Here's the thing: you use your loot, you also mark attention.
Yeah, well,
That's what we
I mean,
did.
it would make no character sense for me to not do that. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah.
So
I
give me
one of
back
these
that
back?
chip I just handed to you.
You still have another one.
Yeah,
It looks
but I
like
want-
after this heist, you've actually.
more.
Well, looks like you might have to steal some more. Look at that.
If you make me rob the science museum, I'm game.
Yeah, that would be a great.
That'd be an
heist.
awesome heist.
Leland, you have a. You also have a weakness tag, overwhelming debt. It's a very specific debt, and you still have, I believe, about 4 tiers of that debt to take care of. So if you want, you can keep this loot for yourself and use it on something, or you can put it towards your overwhelming debt.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to notify you before Jason makes his decision is Kevin has not only dangled a carrot in front of our face like a nice cool chip to, as robbers, as thieves, call back to perhaps the casino heist in season 1, watch it, and now he's forcibly taking our shit back for story reasons.
Oh my God! Are you saying that? Are you saying that no matter you've gotten all this money and now life is taking away this money and it's driving you to commit crime to make more money?
Well, that's just
how about
Yes.
that?
He is forcibly moving the plot along, taking the power from us.
I mean,
call
heaven knows
now
we're
to
not.
donate to our poor asses.
1-800.
Send us all your imaginary money.
Yay.
Subscribe or follow us on our Twitch so we can finally have the chance to donate and have people donate to us.
We take
Please.
Bitcoin,
We take Bitcoin. Please.
Dogecoin.
I'm thinking.
Well, while you're thinking about that, you
kinda
do.
No,
buying
that's
time
the
to pay
monologue.
attention.
You do. Also,
I'm just staring at it. I'm just like.
You do also have a giant hole in your wall. You guys don't have to fix that now. But
we already fixed it.
We already fixed it.
Yeah, we were fixing it.
sorry.
While,
Oh, right.
yeah,
Right.
you don't get to
It's a
dictate.
Moe's Depot. It's not gonna cost us the loot to fix a bloody
Yeah.
hole.
They are strong, independent men who
Yep.
don't
I
need
draw the line at that,
contractors.
Mr.
You know what?
MC.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I can
fair
just
enough.
go outside, rip some trees off the ground, and have them cut them into wood.
I did say that. Yeah, you guys did fix it. So yes. So Leland.
Who do I pay it to? The boss?
Yeah, the boss.
Am I the boss?
No.
Wait, what? You guys have another boss?
I work for a Mr. Olympus.
Yeah.
Oh, you were
Oh,
from
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Olympus.
Yeah, he works for the Olympus family.
So so I'm on the couch, I'm just kind of staring at the money, deep in thought. Logan, I'm gonna be back.
As I'm putting up the last of the drywall. Gonna go see the boss, I see.
Yeah.
Do what you have to do, my friend.
And I get mad because I want this money.
I feel like as you leave, I realize I'm not tall enough to reach the top part of the hole, and I'm like, damn it.
Foiled
Yeah,
again.
what's the day like right now? Is it sunny? Is it rainy?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Cloudy with a chance
Cloudy,
of
as it
meatballs.
normally
I mean, yeah,
is.
it's always cloudy.
All right, so I was like, I'll be back, and I just kind of get up, and I have to just like a little kid who's defeated, just kind of walk out with his head down, like fuck.
I feel like before you leave, I go to the fridge and I give you your packed lunch, just in case you're out on the day.
It's so sweet and wholesome.
How small is
this is how we are.
How
This is
small is this bag?
Oh no, it's like it's big. Like I know
But
you
in
eat-
my hands.
Oh. it's like I don't know if the crowd could see it, but it's like pretty much like just the palm of his hands. But to a normal human being, it's like a nice little bag.
Like I just eat the bag, like just
You eat it on the way. It had like a nice note, like believe in yourself.
He tastes.
believe.
He tastes.
It's like
the
positive
encouragement.
taste, the positive energy.
Yes.
Okay, so
in the best case scenario where you're not using Ziploc bags or anything like that, maybe there's a unwrapped sandwich and an orange, you're still eating the peel of that orange. Even in the best case scenario, you're
Ooh. Yeah,
all right,
that's
so
funny.
I take
Mixing
the
all
bag
that
of lunch
together.
and I'm gonna go see the boss.
cool. We'll play that scene.
It's a bento buck.
But I don't have a car, so I just walk and take the bus.
Walk and take the bus. Fantastic. We'll play that scene in a moment. Logan, you're at the house. What are you up to in this?
So
Now that you've got the time to sort of focus on some stuff.
Immediately, so after I realize I can't reach the top, so I have to wait for Leland to come back. I kind of look at the loot as well, and he kind of just sits on the corner of his drawer bed because again he sleeps in a pulled out drawer because we couldn't afford a bed. Well, he did, but it was funny. And he kind of
Wasn't even like a bed I could sleep on properly.
What was it, like a twin bed?
Twin.
Yeah.
I need like two kings to be relaxed.
And
And so
You're gonna use your money to buy a bed.
no.
God, son of-
Okay.
We're comfortable.
Yeah, we're comfortable, right? We have everything nice, but the bed situation.
We're okay with this.
And so he pulls out his phone, and he's kind of just like pondering. You could see little hesitation, and like this guy who's been like stoic, like straight to the point, very in control, is kind of looking scared, and kind of just takes a deep breath and, well, gotta do it. And he dials, and it rings. You know, he has it on voice, what is it, speaker? And pretty much it goes to voicemail, and he just takes a breath. He's like, "Hi, Rose. It's Logan. I'm just calling in to see if the kids are okay. Would really like to talk to them. Hopefully, Charlotte's doing good at her schoolwork, and Ricardo is, doing fine. I'm gonna transfer some money to you guys soon. I know you're still not talking to me, but and he kind of puts his phone down, still going on the call. He's like, I'd very much like to talk to the kids whenever you get a chance. I'll call back another time. Goodbye." And he hangs up, and he's just like, and he kind of has a moment where he just takes back, and he's completely alone in the apartment, and you just see kind of like just a tear, kind of just roll down and just.
Power
wipes-
tag estranged father.
Yeah, he kind of like wipes it away and just like looks at the money, and he looks over and he picks up like under his bed again, his fucking drawers. He takes it out, and you see a photo of a happier time, where it's him, his wife, and his 2 children at the Science Museum. Like his
really?
daughter's holding up like
Science.
he's like a fan of the Science Museum since what is it? When were the dinosaurs extinct? Like since the Jurassic
A frickin'
era.
long time
Yeah,
ago.
because she's a huge fan of dinosaurs. So she's like holding it very like gleefully. I'm holding my son, and my wife is up, over us, like smiling, and I just kind of look at it, like kind of just wiping that tear off, and then like open up the sack and go back into my workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's fantastic. You go into your workshop for a moment, and of course, there's like all the different like Dexter's Lab machinery everywhere,
huge.
the giant computers. Sindri is of course like tapping away at one of the computers, working on her own project. She tends to do her own thing most of the time. You guys just kind of like share the workshop.
Wait, she stays in the workshop?
Yeah,
What's in
like
your sack?
it's. I imagine her kind of like Oracle from like the Batman series, but like she's so at home that like she has this mega computer, and she has like her feet up. She's got like she looks like the K-pop. I feel like she'd be like a K-pop
She's
fan.
playing with GarageBand
So when
right now.
what was his name? Dave Masterson?
Donald.
Donald
Masterson, yeah.
So she's just used to like people beating
yeah.
up, flying in the workshop.
She's very much aware of the space that like she lives rent free in, and like, she pretty much lives rent free in this.
Does the Pocket Dimension Workshop look like the Batcave? I'm picturing the Batcave.
It's well, okay. I guess a little insight into what my power of my pocket dimension is it's an ever-changing workshop that whenever I'm like, God, I need like an anvil, I go in and an anvil's there.
It's the room of requirement.
Yeah, a room of requirement.
From
That's a
Harry
perfect
Potter.
way to do it. Yeah. So it's an ever-changing workshop that always has the tools for whatever level of like infrastructure, technological necessity that I need. And of course, my sister Sindri is always just her area never really changes, but everything else around her, because she's that strong-willed in comparisons to me, her brother, that she's like, oh, whatever. She
So
knows.
there is also that kind of thing where it's like
Build the bed, you just choosing not to.
at any time you want.
We could build anything. We just choose
Yeah.
not to.
there is also that thing where it's like she can kind of like go through any door and
Yeah.
get into the workshop pretty easily.
has her own powers as
You
well.
you have kind of that ability,
Yeah.
but it's a lot harder for you, like, with your weakness tag, faulty entrance.
Yeah.
So that's why you kind of rely
Yeah.
on the bag more than often. But Sindri's kind of like, all right, goes into like a restroom stall, and suddenly she's in the workshop.
Good.
But yeah,
Playing Galaga when she should be working.
Sindri has like a bunch of different windows. She's playing Galaga on one window while also like typing
Yeah.
with the other hand on another, and it's like she's typing slower because she's only typing with one hand. But the fact she's able to do that and play Galaga at the same time, and you see she's doing that because there's a loading bar up top, and she's waiting for another
Yeah.
program to like finish up while she's doing this.
And with her feet, she has 2 mouses where she's also
Oh my God.
clicking on other screens.
She has like little
Yeah,
foot pedals.
yeah.
Anyway, she turns around and goes, "Oh, hey, you're in the workshop. Haven't seen you in here for a while. You were in here like 5 minutes
Yeah.
ago."
And I look her in the eyes, like still dealing with everything just happened. I'm like,
God, I fucking hate you.
I don't say that. I think that I'm like, get an apartment.
Oh, so I can share it with like a big handsome guy like your friend there. Where is he, by the way? You're usually attached to his knee. Because you can't reach to his arm.
Like a grove.
Seriously, enough with the short jokes. You're just a little bit taller than I am.
And don't you forget about that. And she turns around and goes
I
back.
know the face is like kind of walked into that one.
She turns around and goes back to what she was working on and goes, you could spend time in other places. It doesn't even have to be workshops. It could be like bars, libraries, diners with your friends. Just saying. Of course, I'm not the best person to be saying that. I know exactly where I belong. And she wins Galaga. There's not even a final level, but she just wins it.
He just wins it.
Thank you for your insightful comments, Sindri. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm full of them.
And I'm like, full of shit. I say it under my breath.
Yeah.
She can still kick my ass,
Yeah.
actually.
And also, you might need her to turn on all the red lights during a car chase. So, she is your tech person after all. Shooting across the city. Leland, you've taken some walks. You've taken some buses.
By the way, when I get off the bus,
Next stop.
there's like the doors are all messed up. I just forced my way into it because they don't fit.
There is a
bus is
noticeable
leaning.
jerk.
Yeah.
I feel like, real quick, for anybody who's watched Into the Spider-Verse, what's the bad guy? The
Kingpin.
Prowler?
How he's drawn is like a square, and like everybody's like this, and he's in the back like.
Holding presents.
I imagine it's like a requirement for
Like
you
my
to take the
knees
back
are
seat.
making an imprint on the chairs. I'm just like, I'm just not moving.
You have to wait for the specifically large bus that's made for you.
Yeah.
Because you fairly pay
Made
his
for
tab
you.
and everything. Like, you're a model citizen, taking public transportation. But this guy keeps breaking our buses, man. We gotta make one just for him.
You step off the bus, it does a noticeable lurch.
Yes.
And you have to walk the rest of the way up the winding paths and foothills toward Olympus Manor. It is a endeavor for you to get to this place, which
You
is
climb Mount
which-
Olympus.
Yeah, which is hard considering like you have to come here all the fucking time anyway. But you eventually get to the manor, go through the hallways. You're a memorable face around here, and that's not hard
Is
with all the
anybody
scars.
like fucking with me?
You see,
Do I see anybody that would like?
You see Zenny and Denny. At the
No,
Denny
no.
and Denny.
no. You see.
Like, did the fabulous goons know about
Freddy,
me?
yeah,
Yeah,
you
version.
see Freddy, one of the fine goons, come up and go, "Oh, hey, Leland, it's great to see you again. What are you here for, buddy?
Need to speak to the boss.
You speak. Oh, which boss? I know you have a lot of bosses around here. You just take any job you want."
I'm just.
I just-
gonna
I
all the other
just.
fine good.
Oh my gosh, yes, can it like just echo down the marble like
little shimmy.
He does the little shimmy, perfect acoustics.
I just like accept what I just heard. I walked slowly up to him to know like I'm looking
The
down. I was
fucking-
like,
Where's Mr. Olympus?
Oh, he's in his office where he normally is, silly. Well, I mean, I guess he's normally on the golfing range. But anyway, he's in his office right now, just down the hall.
Thanks.
and I just keep walking.
As you walk, he puts a firm hand on your arm. Not enough to like grip or violently or start a fight, but enough to just be like,
Can he even like
He can't stop.
put his whole
you.
hand?
he can't even
around-
he can't stop you, but he does like the action
He's
itself.
like, yeah, he's like, hey.
And I just kind of look at him.
Yeah, he puts a well manicured hand on your arm and goes, "Hey, you're welcome." and walks off.
Please tell me he's wearing like a leather vest with like no shirt underneath, and he's just like,
Purple.
No, that is
lavender purple.
when
Oh,
he's
lavender,
not
lavender,
on the
lavender, lavender.
job.
He looks like a JoJo
he
character.
wears sort of the Olympus goon regalia, but he does have the ascot.
good, okay.
What's his name?
Freddy, the fine goon.
Freddy Fine?
Freddy Fine.
Freddie Fine.
Just like,
Freddy Fine.
What if all the fine?
I just
goons
do this.
are called Fine at
I
the
just
end?
go like
My
this to
first
him.
name's always different.
I'm just like, and like begrudgingly just keep walking.
You walk away, and Freddy, smile on his mouth the entire interaction, just kind of keeps walking along.
He's a fucking trained killer.
I he's like notorious for killing.
Yeah. No, Freddy is one of those people who's like so goddamn good at his job that he can act however he wants.
And he
like you
does.
guys, yeah. I've known way too many of those people.
Wasn't it like for anybody who's ever played the game Skyrim from the Brotherhood, the Dark Brotherhood? Wasn't
the,
like
the jester guy, yeah. So good at killing that.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like,
just like, hi.
No, yeah. Freddy is he has lasted long in the manor, which is an achievement.
He's
in
definitely
of
not
itself.
someone I get a drink with.
No, God, no. So you head over to the Allfather's office, down through the manor, up the stairs, and eventually, as the two lacquered wood doors open, you come across this just massive office, like large enough to have its own fireplace, large like banners and like art of like vistas and sunlight and dawns and ancient cities.
Beautiful women too, because you know.
Beautiful woman. Yeah, of course, of
He's
course.
a
There is at least one tasteful
Yeah.
dude. And on the other end of the office, framed by like a large window and a actually no windows. This is a crime family. He'd get shot. No window, but he has this
A
like
painting of a window.
It's a second fireplace.
It's a second fireplace.
it's a second fireplace. There is a giant desk. And Maximilian Zeus, who is currently enjoying a glass of scotch at, let's see how long did it take you to get here. It's about 12:30.
Jeez.
Just pounding scotch at midday.
And he turns to you and goes,
Leland, hey boss, come on in.
And I can just kind of walk. And every time I walk, like you hear my footsteps really echo, just so you like my weight.
The door closes behind you, and Maximilian goes,
And what has brought you to my office today?
And I just show him the loot.
Ah, business as usual, I see. Thank you very much. So, what does that make it?
and he's like counts it out real quick in front of you.
Looks like you have about 3 more jobs before your debt is clear.
It seems so, yeah.
Well, as I told you, one foot in front of the other. I know this is a bad situation to be in, but sometimes, well, these things need to happen. I appreciate that you took on the debt and you've still been working with us. And I appreciate,
And his voice drops a little bit as he gives you a very serious gaze.
you keeping an eye on Corey for me.
Thank you.
Now, some time's passed, and I want you to know, we're actually, we're having some more talks.
No leads.
No leads just yet. I don't mean about that. I mean about the rest of it. We might just be able to fix all this. But in the meantime, thank you for giving me this. I'll keep you informed if we have any more jobs for you. But unfortunately, Leland, well, things are a bit too peaceful right now. We'll let you know when someone's face needs to get smashed in.
All right.
And as he like starts walking towards the door, I just kind of look back.
Boss,
Yeah.
you know I didn't want it to go down like that.
I want to believe that, Leland. I want to believe that.
And I just
But it doesn't matter what I believe at this point.
All right.
and I just step out, like just kind of just close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you, and as you make your way through the manor, the hallways echoing with your vast footsteps, you catch a voice fast enough
Freddy
that you,
Fine again.
yeah,
Oh,
that you,
kill him.
no, that you stop your last footfall, and you look around the corner,
Yada yada.
and you hear not stomping footsteps, but high-heeled footsteps. Corey. What have you been up to in the manor?
Yeah, so I think for Corey, she wants to get a gauge for how she's being seen by the Olympus family. So I would actually like her, after she does her soul searching and discovers a little bit more edge that she might have in the
Oh yeah,
future.
you got a new power tag from the level up, right?
Yes, yes. This rose has thorns.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So you have thorns now.
Yeah. So she's going to be developing more of the intimidation factor rather than trying to use that angelic face for charm. Persuasion
Oh, so she's
type
able
thing.
to switch it on a dime.
So she's having both, but she's falling more towards that
I was thinking of that terrible
scary
song
side.
when you said that.
Oh, every rose has a thorn.
Every rose has its thorns.
Please give me the all bass version of that song.
Deep face.
All base.
Give it a base. So after that, kind of learning like, okay, so I've got a little bit more edge now, or I think this is something I can work with. However, it's taking a little bit longer than I would like. What I want her to do is to investigate using her invisibility with the wedding ring, creep without a sound, while having Spot be her watchdog as she tries to listen in on conversations going on about the manor.
Clever girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart.
This is awesome. That said, I am going to activate one.
That's the noise I heard.
Is that what you did?
That was it. Yeah, I got to mute my laptop. Add that to the checklist. Anyway, I'm going to activate one of your weakness tags, light sensitivity.
Yes.
Which is on your Wed to Death
Yes.
theme.
Yes.
Yeah. The manor, while shady, is still well lit. So it is a bit harder to sneak around invisibly.
Like when vampire Chevy. Burning. Don't even get past the door.
Yeah. No, if this was Mayor Dent, spoilers for season 1 of Rolling in the Mist.
Watch it.
But yeah, if this was Mayor Dent, then yeah, you'd have a much easier time. His manor always had like no lights on, but no,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
this is the Olympus families. There's lights everywhere.
That's such a great fight.
Okay. So
Thank you.
for
So wait, are you creeping like behind me invisible?
We're not to you yet. We're doing a
This
little
is like right
yeah.
before that. Right
Yeah.
before that. So
It's like a
I'm gonna
meanwhile.
be using my wedding ring for invisibility, creep without a
you got two.
sound.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have Spot, like I said, being like essentially the watchdog
Yeah,
to
the
make
Infernal
sure
Guard dog.
so I know like where to go. So it'll be Infernal Guard dog. Would Undying Loyalty work with that for? Oh wait. Would the Olympic Mansion work as a tag since I've been
Yes,
living here
since
for a
you
while?
know it.
Damn. So you
So-
got 3 then.
Okay, so I have 3 because the
Minus-
Undying
yeah.
Loyalty wouldn't.
Uh-huh.
Oh, or would it? But then
I don't know. You had
two.
4, but then he activated light sensitivity, so,
so
it's 3.
So 3.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Just don't get a 2.
Okay. So do I need to mark attention for the light
Yeah, mark
sensitivity?
attention for the light sensitivity, and now make the roll.
Okay. All right.
You get a +3.
Damn. 11.
So
11.
11.
You are a ghost.
Hey, what's funny? I wouldn't be surprised if there are ghosts there and it like doesn't phase nobody.
Well,
So-
she is technically the queen of the
so-
dead, so she's like, move.
Everyone you're listening to hears you outside. Go,
Yeah. So you're sneaking around, Spot's making sure to like go down hallways and like take a
Sniffing
look
them
for you
out,
and all that stuff. Them out. So that's gonna be a sneak around. You're a ghost. Give me the investigate now for what you actually like uncover as you're like digging up dirt on the family.
yeah, so the main threats for me right now would be Juno,
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
Maximilian for sure, because I know like he's definitely interested in me in that creepy like old man way. But so like for right now, I've got a little
Really
bit
in
of
character, yeah?
yeah, that little like
right now, Kevin
yeah, you
is
sick
rolling
bastard.
the tape back in his head of like, what portrayal did I do to get
no,
me
we
impressed?
talked about this.
Oh,
We
did
talked
you?
about this. Yeah.
We had a behind the scenes
pedo.
talk
Yeah.
where like we were saying like, oh, what's Maximilian's relationship with Corey? I'm like, well, he likes him, but in that like kind of like weird like old man treating
mean,
a young woman really
it's-
nice
it's-
kind of way.
He does that like, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, the
fuck?
like the sniff.
Yeah, the snake.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, the
Thank
snap.
you.
Nothing sexual, but it's like it's just a little too close.
All right, Grandpa,
Yeah.
chill out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I think definitely want to investigate Juno, what she's doing, and Maximilian as well. I feel moderately safe with Minerva, so I think for right now, especially after our previous conversation, I'm not going to do anything there. But those two at least, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so give me an investigate check.
All right,
check.
investigate.
This is going to be an investigate move.
Can I use my while I'm checking in on this stuff? Would I be able to use my death sense on myself again to see like threat level there?
You're literally like
Yes,
going around the
good.
hallway like, do I die down here?
I was,
No.
I was like,
Do
are they gonna be the one that kills me? Are they gonna be the one that kills me? Kind of like
Oh, I
something
see
like
what
that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
What I would suggest too
What?
is use the house again.
The
Because
man-
knowing the layout of the land
Mm-hmm.
and knowing where they would talk privately, where we'd do this, you know the layout.
Yep.
So that's +2.
okay, so +2. All right.
Think outside the box, people.
Yes. Oh gosh. Darn it! It's a 3 + 2.
That's a 5.
Dang it.
You sneak around. I'm going to say.
Would one loot change your mind?
See? The chips are great now.
Shut up and take my loot.
How about we just forget about it?
Quick, just throw the loot at him.
So Corey, you spend some time in Juno's office, and you're like looking through drawers. You're like going through
Drawers
stuff.
just
You're like looking.
magically opening themselves.
Yeah, like drawers are just like invisibly opening themselves. You're like you're like tilting paintings to see if there's like safes behind
Yeah.
them.
Logan's in one of them.
Yeah. And I was like, would you mind?
Oh, so sorry.
You're just looking around. You're like, darn it! I'm trying to figure out the workshop stuff. Just
Like
close the
that.
drawer. Close the drawer.
This is where this leads.
But yeah, here's the thing. Sneaking around without a sound with your dog watching, you're very good at that. As you're opening drawers and opening up the computer, you realize you have no idea what confidential documents look like. You fully kind of were like opening folders expecting like big bold letters like Operation Kill Corey or something like that.
And what can I say? I'm inexperienced in espionage.
She's in the office and like she's going through all the papers on the desk. Right behind her is a pin board that shows Frank Corey this. He's like, why can't I find it?
We can't find it. It's all right behind you.
Yeah.
And the dog's like, come on, Spot.
I am gonna say this. Since you got, full success on the stealth, but a failure on this,
Yeah.
as you're looking around Juno's office, you close a drawer and you give a huff and you're like about to leave, and then you hear Spot go, "Woof."
What is it?
Oh no, I was expecting the third woof because
Oh,
it's a three-headed
okay.
dog. I was like, Kevin.
For a moment, you're like, wait, why is he barking? Oh shit, I put him on watch. The door opens and
Yeah.
Juno walks in.
Ooh, dope.
You're still perfectly invisible.
You're still perfectly invisible. You're walking around trying not to make a sound.
Sneaks fabulously.
Yeah. As Juno walks in.
One head goes woof, the second goes woof, the third goes, she's here.
Yes. So I'm gonna say I'm like flush against the wall.
Okay, can we make that canon? Like one head actually talks.
Can talk.
The rest
It's always
of
the
it's dumb.
third
Yeah.
to talk.
Yes.
She's fucking here. You put me on watch.
Corey.
Hey, yo, the jig is up.
Dig it up. Yo, the
Scatter, scatter. All the heads go different ways.
Terrifying.
You're walking, and
Right
as
here, guys. Canon. One head can't talk.
Yes.
you're slowly making your way toward the door, she thankfully left it open just a little bit. You might still be able to sneak your way out. But as you do, Juno walks over to her desk, and she stops and puts her hands on it and just goes, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. You have a knife to every single person's throat in this manner, and everyone knows it. You are the most powerful person here, and no matter what that little girl is given, you are still the top woman in this house. That bad bitch persona immediately comes back on her as she turns around and walks out. In that moment, the door is wide open. You just filter right behind her.
And the dog was like,
It transforms to one of those like Greek pigeons.
like it's like pointing.
Oh yes, we're both like,
It's like it's mostly Greek.
Invisible and just doing this.
like I said, sneaking fabulously.
Fabulously.
Juno leaves, walks down the other way, high heels clacking against the wood. As you come up, the door closed behind you. You come out of visibility, and you turn and you see Leland on the other side of the hallway.
Oh, how exciting! Hi, Leland. How's it going?
Do I see her like?
Yeah.
I just like.
Find anything interesting?
Yes, I think I did.
Cool.
All right. And with that, other side of the city.
You have a string on your hat that's been driving me nuts this
Where?
whole time. It's on the right, no, back. Hold it.
Let me see. Where's it? Oh, this guy.
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt at any point. I was like,
No, thank you. Thank you.
there's people watching you being like, oh, thank God, right now. Just looking at
in the comments, they're like, the quality, we can't see shit.
Oh, Pablo's the hero we deserve.
Hashtag Pablo the hero. Pablo. Sorry, Marty.
Hashtag cancel.
So, Marty, you've been relaxing. You've been taking the past few days to hang out with your dad, and go to your job, of course, and do your regular stuff. But you haven't been doing a whole lot of like crime stuff recently. And you know what? Usually this is the point where you're like worrying about bills and all that. But actually, this last heist, you paid off well. Like, even after paying your dad's medical bills, you've still got some cash left over.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Once again, you can use that loot for anything. You can save it. But at one point, your dad looks at you and goes,
Hey, you know what we haven't been to in a while?
Sounds a lot like. He sounded like.
Hey, you know,
I hang on. No, actually, no. I had a very.
I don't know why.
I just love to hear a conversation between Maximilian and my dad.
hey, how's it going?
You know what?
Not
Yeah.
bad. How you doing?
They're both old men with scratchy voices.
This is old John Mulaney.
I was gonna say, do the old John Mulaney.
Old
Yeah.
John Mulaney. There we go.
That's
All right, there we go.
Like it's
We got it.
father and son.
Yeah,
We got it. We got it.
They were gonna say the strip club.
You know what? We haven't been in a while. The strip. I mean, we haven't been to the science museum.
Dad, gross. Oh, the science museum. Well, that's.
What are you?
I know. I was thinking the same thing too. It just popped into my head.
I mean, it's fine for it's. I mean, it's still gross, but it's fine to go individually. That's. Love you,
Wait,
Pop. I'm
you-
not going there.
You don't want to sit next to your old man while he's getting a lap dance? That's perfectly understandable. Don't let anyone force you to do something you don't want to do.
Oh man.
But on that note, that kind of a dick move. But on that note, do you want to go to the science museum? I heard they're getting a new exhibit soon.
Oh yeah. What's the new exhibit?
I don't know. I want to see what it is.
You just. How did you hear? How did you hear? There's a new exhibit.
I got a card on the mail saying new exhibit. Come and see.
They didn't say anything. They just said find out.
determined.
It needs to have an air of mystery. Yeah.
Sure, let's go to the random grab bag exhibit at the
It's
Eden City
also,
Natural History Museum.
you hear things. You hear things. You hear there's a new exhibit coming to town. You don't ask questions because you're asking about something else.
I absolutely ask Dad. The answer is yes. We can talk about this on the way.
All right, let's go. And he, gets up. He goes to basically get his oxygen tank, the whole make it portable and all that.
Dad, Pop, are you sure about this? You haven't been out.
Hey! I ain't gonna spend the rest of my life in this place, all right? Or at least, I'll sleep in this place for the rest of my life. Maybe, possibly, more than
I
likely.
mean, that's fine.
But I'm gonna get out every now and then, okay? I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna see the sky. I'm gonna see the ladies, and I'm gonna see whatever the hell they have at the science museum.
The science ladies.
I'm
You're
gonna,
gonna
I'm gonna see the science ladies. I want to see the science ladies, Marty.
Right, okay.
Marty.
You went like
I'm Italian, and then Morty.
John
as an old man. He has a lot of stopping in his stuff.
John Mulaney as an old man. I want to see the science ladies, Marty.
Yes.
Marty. Okay, Pop. Let's.
I'm sliding all over the spectrum of
You're finding the voice.
Rick, old John Mulaney,
Like,
Rod Sterling.
He's just
old John
waterboarding you
Mulaney
with
until
guilt.
he starts talking about the ladies, then he turns into Rick.
Yeah.
Morty, we gotta go see Cinnamon, Morty. I got some funny, Morty.
Sorry.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah. So you head out to the Science Museum.
What's the name of the science museum?
You tell me.
Eden City Museum of Natural
Sure.
History. You had to figure that.
Fucking
Natural
right,
and
man.
unnatural history.
What, bland? What, how many? I'm sorry. What is it? Awesome land of science spectacular.
Actually, no, she had a good one
What
right
was it?
now.
What was it?
Natural and unnatural science. The Eden City Natural and Unnatural Science Museum.
Eden City Natural Museum of Unnatural Phenomena.
There it is.
Yes.
That's good.
We should write that down. I
And
want
stuff.
to have my note.
Meanwhile, like the guy who was like, "Who the fuck named this?" It can't even fit in.
The janitor every night. The janitor cleans it. So dumb.
So dumb. It is
You-
a bad name.
You go to the museum with one of the longest fucking names. Eden
Matt
City.
Damon. That's the janitor.
Eden City Natural Museum of Science and Unnatural Phenomena.
And stuff.
And things.
That's tough.
Yeah, there's actually some graffiti up and stuff.
Then you didn't bother to clean it up.
It just
Oh,
it
man.
fits. Yeah.
In downtown.
The Science Museum is actually, yeah, you're downtown. The Science Museum is well funded. There's a lot of different stuff
good.
here. Yeah, there's like,
Good.
this like large open space where they have like one of like the space shuttles that are actually like there, and it's like set up like top to bottom. There's like little walkways where you can actually like walk into the space shuttle and see stuff. They've got like
pretty cool.
they got these like really top of the line exhibits on like, the solar system. They got stuff on like chemicals and all that.
They got this one display that has a door that when you open it, it doesn't go nowhere. And they can't explain it.
Yeah, no,
And a bunch of philosophy
You
students
had
are
one
there. Like,
job.
So I
door
don't
on
get
the
it.
wall.
There's a key, but it won't open.
it says under construction.
100% canon. There's an under construction door that just goes to a brick wall. No one explains it. No one really wants to put in like the work permit for it, so they just leave it alone.
This guy, they
Still a
didn't barely pay the
mystery.
contractor. He said, fuck it, I'll just build a brick wall and just left it.
Since we're in the space area, I want to get my dad one of those. I get me and my dad one of those. They have the Natural History Museum here in LA has those dried. Oh crap! Those. It's
Peanuts?
No, it's like Neapolitan ice cream, but it's
Oh,
dried
the astronaut ice cream.
astronaut ice cream. Those things that are
Space
like
food.
chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Space
Ice
food
cream
ones.
jerky? Cream jerky?
It's not jerky like.
Ugh.
Oh, I love ice cream jerky.
All right, I get my dad some ice cream jerky.
as good as they used to be.
All right, Dad, no, this is this is a freeze dried. Oh, there's ice cream jerky. Okay, here you go.
Well, I mean, that's basically what jerky is. You dry it, you can have it for a while. Ice cream, you can't have for a while. So you freeze it, you dry it, you make it ice cream jerky.
I don't know why.
And it goes everywhere.
I feel like your dad would like soak jerky in water so he can soften it so he can eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad's not a weird curmudgeon.
How old is he?
Well,
Does he still have his teeth?
Yeah,
Does he still have his teeth?
he still has his teeth, he
Yeah.
just has the oxygen thing.
Yeah, he's got an oxygen.
I didn't like that hesitation.
I
I haven't really paid attention.
Some of them are fakes.
I have a question about your dad.
Okay.
So, if your character is supposed to be like handsome as sin, and your dad is like this
Silver Fox.
silver fox, right? So, does he have like the bridge teeth so it's like ridiculously straight and white for an old man?
Oh, that's a good question.
For his
That's a
teeth.
good way of looking at it.
Yeah,
He's,
sure.
he's,
I
a
like
little, he's a
that.
little old
Yeah.
handsome devil.
Yeah.
Yep.
He does the strips.
Yeah.
He does the strips, but no matter how many strips, there's still a
This is
little
for the
bit of that
fans.
smoker's tar.
Oh, yeah.
Just for men.
So what are we doing here?
What are you doing here? Well,
We're establishing the environment. Please.
yeah, I mean, you're just like having a fun time with your dad. In fact,
it's just a
you know
fun
what?
segment,
Mark,
dude.
mark another attention on that theme.
Put it down there.
Shut the fuck up and take your
yeah.
blood.
Weakness tag.
Yeah, attention.
Sickly old man.
Yeah, sickly old man. You're humoring him. You could be doing a lot.
That's 3, you guys.
That's a level up.
That's a level up.
I thought they said mark attention, asshole.
God, you don't want to spend time with your dad?
Oh, right. So yeah, that was your what was it? Your routine theme or
That's my defining relationship.
defining relationship theme with your dad? Yeah. So you know what? You're spending some time with your dad. You've been able to like afford his stuff. You're as he's looking at you, he's got like all this ice cream jerky crumbs all over him, and it's just like you should be mad at him, but like you can't.
He just
Just having a good time.
I never really understood why people think old men are cute, but now I get it, Pop.
So keep track of that level up. We'll deal with that at the end of the session.
And then you get, I feel like he's
power
having like
family.
a nice, it's like, I feel like, yeah, I'm spending time with my dad. Damn. look at the behindas of that lady. You're just like, oh.
Oh no!
Yeah, 100% goes, dang, look at those moon rocks.
Oh my
You
God,
turn
Dad.
and you see there is a sign for a new exhibit. Moon rocks are being brought to the Science Museum. And as you come up to it, you see like the little description on it, and you see, yeah, there's actually, these were, give me an investigate real quick
Okay.
to see how much you've heard from
What-
the news.
What's making me do an investigate again?
Just like the news of this and like what information you can gather. This would be for like what you would hear from the news or something like that. Of course.
Wouldn't it be like that little TV?
Yeah, there's-
to let you know like what's coming.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see like how much info I should give you here.
All of it.
Ah,
Okay, well
One
then,
loot change your mind.
then from things that I've gathered from my surroundings and the news in my day to day, I'm going to use omniscient wisdom,
Hey, buddy.
of course.
and I'm
got
going to
some
use
money.
the Science Museum.
Go for it.
2 + 2. That's an 8.
8.
That's good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, that's
All right.
partial success.
That's a result,
yeah.
at least.
You don't want 6 or below.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there's not a whole lot of information on here, but you just kind of like flag down someone who works here, and at this point they can like kind of recognize, like, oh hey, I've seen you here before. Yeah, what do you need? And so you have 2 questions.
What
is this?
how's it going?
So, what time you get out?
So is it a person?
Yeah, it's a young woman.
What flavor of
Yeah.
person is it?
It's a sorry. Yeah, let me describe this person. It's a young woman in her like 20s. She's wearing like a blue
witness.
polo, has like a like brunette with like a ponytail behind her.
Can her name be Candace?
Sure, Candace.
Just Candace on her little tag, yeah.
My name is Candace.
Hi there, Candace. How are you doing?
Hi there, sir. You've have you been here before?
Oh, absolutely. We have a year-round membership. We have the platinum.
Oh, and she looks and sees your dad like trying to buy more. Like he's saying like, "Where's the ice cream jerky? I know you have it. I just ate it. You can see it on me." It's like, "Sir, do you mean the? Oh, you mean him? Okay, yeah. I've seen him before. Oh, that's so great that you're bringing him here."
Well, we mostly pay you for your trouble with him. I have a question about this new exhibit here. Well, a couple questions. One, who was it a donation?
Oh,
What? Sorry, was it a donation?
sort of. So, at the Science Museum, we do more than just like show off, scientific accomplishments and talk about them, but we also have like top of the line labs here to look over things that are sent to us. And so, actually, a company got in possession of these moon rocks and found something different about them, something about like the metals inside. So they're sending it to us to sort of examine them. But it could be a big breakthrough, from what I've heard anyway.
Huh. And
How much we talking here?
what? Just out of curiosity, I have a background in science myself, actually, and I'm pretty well plugged in with a lot of the labs and scientific institutions in town. And this wouldn't, by any chance, happen to be from Helix
Helix Labs?
Helix Labs.
Yes, actually. How did you know?
Lucky guess. I mean, I'm plugged in, like I said.
All right, so you kind of inferred that by yourself, so you still have the other question. If there's
I was like 2 questions for one answer. I'm like, all right. Okay, and so the second question.
I'm not going to punish you for actually paying attention to the clues I've laid out.
I was about to say, I was like, Helix Labs.
Helix Labs. What else do I really want to know about this exhibit? So
If I were to
rocks-
break in, how would I?
What's the security like?
Place
security like in
insured.
this place here.
Sir?
Did your gods carry guns?
What kind of other opportunities do you provide for the public regarding this exhibit? Besides, of course, examining. Well, do you offer any sort of interactive programs with this exhibit,
Oh,
especially for your
That's a good one.
platinum members? And I wink at her, assuming that Candace is over 18.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh God,
Funny story.
She's
not.
Quick, do an investigate. No.
She character goes to prison. Trying to make a new one.
Snake eyes
The next heist is stealing water out of the prison.
breaking.
We gotta break Marty out. of jail.
Then we'll go talk about those moon rocks.
No, she goes, oh, Well, unfortunately, this won't be one of our interactive exhibits. We'll have them. We'll have some of them on display while we're examining the others inside our labs. But unfortunately, the metals inside these moon rocks actually, because we haven't really figured out much about them, they could be extremely valuable. So we can't really have them that open to the public.
I see.
But we do have volunteer positions for the front doors, punching tickets. If you're interested, I can give you a website. We're always looking for volunteers here as well. And there's a few jobs, but are you a scientist or?
Yeah, it's actually paleontology.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you give me so?
I can have some credentials. He's like paleontologist.
I can do it, but
Costco membership.
I left Costco. Obviously, I had my day off from the lab, so I left my credentials at home. But
wow, so you're really someone who absorbs himself in their work, huh?
Absolutely, and I've always dabbled in a interest in astrology. That I was back in my collegiate days, way back when in ancient Greece. Anyway, I can laugh at that. Way back when in ancient Greece,
Candace was like,
I mean, if the meteors killed the dinosaurs,
the meteors killed the dinosaurs, and so
spaces deal with us.
It was always a crossroads of my interest. I never know whether I wanted to go up for the stars or go back into the dirt. So I always I chose the dirt because it was closer. Anyway, so I've always had an interest, and that's why I'm asking. I would love actually to be able to examine some of the specimens if you have any sort of backstage access for my colleagues and I. Also, to be honest with you, my pops there, he's always been very proud of me in the pursuits that I've taken, and he you see that tank?
She looks over. The oxygen tank. Yeah, there's a tank like exhibit.
But
also
not that tank.
The camera goes.
Looks over. Yeah,
not
sees
that
the tank. Yeah.
that tank.
World War II.
By the way, I don't think I mentioned this, but I feel like your dad with the oxygen tank would have like one of those rascals, like one of the scooters.
He wheels it around with it. Yeah. So
Is he still
rascal
using it?
scooter that he's on?
One of the rascal scooters.
Is that the one where like you lean
No, I
on
mean, like,
one knee and scoot
Well, I've
yourself?
seen people like still have carry a what's it, a breathing machine?
Yeah.
Or like a tank.
Well,
like walk
with
and
his
wheel it
age,
around?
and also it's his heart is the issue. So he probably is in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Okay. Wheelchair sounds good.
Wheelchair, and his tank is rolled with him, like it's kind of attached. to
it's
it.
Oh, like does he have one of the
I've
electric
seen that,
wheelchairs?
Like a wheelchair that the museum provides.
I see what you're saying.
He got here. I drove him
that's
here,
right.
so
Okay, got it.
Okay. So she looks over, sees your dad in the wheelchair, looking at a tank.
I think you know where I'm going here.
Give me that persuade.
Paternal love.
Convince.
The Science Museum because it's an employee. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I know how these people.
And that platinum membership.
And I got a platinum membership.
Is that one of your tags? Platinum.
No,
membership?
I mean, he laid out the
I'm about
story.
to level up, so I'll just no. So Science Museum,
Parental love.
Are you-
parental love, perseverant.
Are you
Yeah,
invoking
I
This is
would
the
say
second
yeah,
time I'm
dude.
trying to. Yeah.
Sure. Let's
are
do.
you invoking the impulsive liar?
I'm invoking impulsive liar because you
Okay,
just
so
jumped
that's
into
3
that.
minus 2.
Yeah.
Why you get an attention?
Oh,
right?
I thought
just
you
level
could
up
use
twice?
that to your advantage. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry, that was my mistake.
I'm gonna be fine. This is actually great. So this is fine if I have to -1, but the total that I'm adding is paternal love, perseverance, the Science Museum, hypnotic seduction, and cunning haggler. So
That's
That's
5. That's
4.
5. Then -1. That's
-1
4.
is 4.
You're a persuady character, so
5.
yeah.
Turn on the charm.
All those track. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean this is what you're built for.
This is what I'm
Yes.
built for.
Story.
Finally. That's a really
10.
high roll.
That's 10.
That's
plus
15.
5, 15.
Fucking tell us
She
everything.
proposes on the
Put my
spot and
fingers
gives
in
you the
those
keys
rocks.
to.
What?
You get an attention.
Yeah, so you level up twice.
I'm leveling up my magical trickster and my devoted child after this.
Marty, you're on a roll, man.
I lost my money.
I lost my money.
Saying she immediately proposes and gives you the key to the museum.
Great, I get a wife.
She looks at you, and as she looks at your dad and sees just what you're doing with him, like you see her heart break. she goes, okay, look, I can't like give you a job as a doctor looking over the rocks, but and she looks around before like leaning in and goes, okay, look, I mean, what I can tell you is that like, we're actually getting the rocks delivered to us, but it's incredibly secure. Like I'm talking like armored,
Sure.
like fans secure.
Sure, as it should
So
be.
like I actually don't know that much about either, but like if if you stop by in 2 days around that time, I might be able to like bring you
said
in
no time. 5?
Huh?
What time?
In 2 days. What?
Oh, around what? Oh, I meant like a
Oh,
time of day.
around what time? Oh,
Yeah, in 2 days at.
It's coming. Let's see. They do deliveries in the morning, or I have to second guess myself because every time I'm like, oh yeah, they would bring in the morning, and then Bravo's just like, no, they would do it in the evenings, motherfucker.
That's what I'm here for, bitch. He's like, remember, viewers, don't rip
Facts
us on
checkers.
getting our facts straight. We're playing a made-up game.
I'm gonna say 11 a.m.
We should call the museums like, hey, if we wanted to rob you, what the
He's like, oh, is this Rolling in the Mist? Yes, it is.
She turns to you and goes, just stop by. Okay, so the delivery's supposed to come in at like 11 a.m. Just stop by a little after that. I can, bring you in, and you and your dad can like, take a look at them. But
right,
that's like literally like that's only because like, well, and she gives you like a smile.
Do they allow you to get tipped? Do you take tips? Do you accept a tip?
Well, now that's a problem.
I mean, technically you donate to get into this museum.
I'm
but,
donating to you.
I'm donating to you.
Oh,
You're seriously this
Have a
means
loot.
This means a lot. Have a loot.
Are you getting her a business card as
Spend it all
well?
in one place, kid.
like this is I can give you like a glimpse. You can't like touch them. You can't say anything about this. But
I'll bring my examination gloves. That's all right with you. I am a professional.
But seriously, they are like
talking about
they
my
are
mitts.
very secure about this. So.
Absolutely, of course, and I will not mention any names except for good things to your superiors. All right.
Well, thank you. And what's your name?
My name.
It's look nuts.
London skyscraper.
Good to meet you, kid. My name is Checker Scar.
Checker Scar.
Esquire. I also have a degree in law.
No. My name is Checker.
Wait.
Dr. Checker Squaw.
Dr.
Because
Checker.
if you are a paleontologist,
exactly, yeah.
you're a doctor.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Is it
Dr.
Scar or Squar?
I just said things that came out of my mouth.
Dr.
So I said
Checker Scar
Let's
Esquire.
say Squar.
Squar.
Because I don't
Dr.
want
Squar.
scars. Checker Scar sounds weird.
Checker.
Squar.
Checker Scars. Okay,
Yeah.
Checker Squar.
Checker Scar sounds like a bouncer.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, Dr. Squar.
Just call me Check.
Yeah. All right. And then
Or Doc.
and then you hear your dad like
Call me
scream.
Doc.
You hear your dad scream across the room.
Tanks!
Boy, they got tanks over here. You gotta check this out.
All right. Well, Dad, get out of the tank. I gotta go.
He somehow got his wheelchair on top of the tank, and there's like 2 security guards.
It's a tiger. It's a tiger from the SS tank. Oh my God, father.
All right. So 2 days I'll be back
Alrighty.
with Pops apparently.
So, with that, you leave the museum, you leave Pops, and with that, you've got some money, but it's not going to last forever, and you might have just found your next score. What are you thinking, Marty?
It's time to make a call.
And that's where we're going to end the session, everybody, as the texts are sent out, the calls are made, and you guys are going to meet at, I don't know, wherever the fuck
Wait,
you
do I
go.
have a phone?
Kenny's.
Kenny's, of course.
You have a phone. I mean, it doesn't need to have a screen, but you have a phone.
No, I mean, I would provide you with the phone, dude. Like,
Would my fingers even be able to dial a button?
It's an iPad.
Okay, this is gonna be like, story wise, I would feel like I would engineer a phone that's like just voice automated to whatever you want it to do, like dial 572 anyway, beep beep boop boop boop. Because I know one of your fingers would just crush right through the phone.
No, so when he texts, it's just you have a program for his voice, so it's literally just hearing
Not in
him.
black.
My
He's like, would you?
ringtone is, if you're not here, it's no. Marty Blanc. If
just
you're not
cuts.
here, it's
I was able to like record your voice and
Let me do
program
another
it.
take of that. No, don't use that one.
no, not that one.
Bye, everybody.
Yay.
Do you like City of Mist? Do you like Rolling in the Mist? Then you're in luck. Now you too can play as the Rolling in the Mist crew. Oddloop presents the Rolling in the Mist character playbooks, featuring your favorite crewmates from Season 1 and 2. Get them today, only on the City of Mist Garage.